I think 15 minutes intro call, it's more than enough. Because you just have to say who you are, what you do, why you're doing this, and what we can do together. I don't like slow people, and I just don't like when you don't respect my time. Same way, I always try my best to respect your time. We're not here to rob your time because you've got things to do. Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk a little bit more key points to have a nice calendar on my perspective, how to lock your time so then people don't annoy you, don't disturb you, and potentially how I'm gonna do in 2025. And I will also leave around the screen so you don't get lost while I am talking. Best way to organize is through Google Calendar. Okay, so normally what I'm trying to do, I try to record for the entire day while I'm working, but I don't do that always. Sometimes it's private. Some meetings I'm not able to share. So daily, how I look, it's something around, I wake up at 7, 7:30 sometimes 6, sometimes 5. It really depends on the season. Right now I'm up around 7. Even if I push to 6, it's fine, but it's winter and it's just like, it's gonna be dark anyways until 7. So 7 to 8, I try to do my exercise, meditation, and affirmation. 8 a.m., I like to have breakfast, slash 8:30. I like to do my quick research on a market to open my trades, see if there is worth having a 4-hourly time frame trade or something like that, because I normally like to trade on the 4-hourly to the daily, as I'm very busy as well, so it just doesn't get me stuck into trading only, or like you don't need to be looking at the screen anyways if you are trading. So around 10 a.m. I start to check my leads, 10 to 11 a.m. So from 8:30 to 10 a.m. I keep my phone mainly on silent. Okay, so 10 to 11 a.m. I'm still checking my leads, and that includes going through emails, replying clients, checking the funnels if it's working or not, those kind of things. And then I have some meetings between 11 to 12 p.m. Normally, I do have the slot open between 11 to 12. Today, it was an exception. I actually had a meeting at 10 a.m., but I try to lock this time because I really want to get 100% focus. And I think sometimes you need to work less and have more focus, you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean we off when we off some task or some specific activity. So, yeah. Between 11 to 12, I do have some time to do meetings, and then lunch time, normally at 12 p.m. Then after 1 to 2 p.m., I'm back to meetings. And that is it. So the only time I'm open to talk to some people, clients, whoever, they have to be booked between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 to 2 p.m. Okay, so I like to keep 3 hours of my day. Sometimes it's impossible, it gets outside hand control, so sometimes we do have them outside this thing. If it's an emergency, if it's a client or something, or if it's a very important deal that we have to go through, I'll just go. But I'm really focused on that. And also, let me enjoy this opportunity to talk and mention that I just hate is a very strong word, but I don't like slow people at all. I think you need to appreciate everybody's times. The same way we don't want the prospect or anyone, freelancers, agencies, anyone that we're dealing with, to feel like we don't value their time. I hate wasting my time. Normally, I already set up my Zoom and also my Calendly to give you only 15 minutes meeting. Because honestly, if you don't talk in 15 minutes, if you don't position yourself, if you don't know what to say in 15 minutes, it's likely that you are wasting my time. Okay, there is one or two different people, but I don't believe. I just don't believe. When people start talking, I'm like, man, I should be outside this call already. I don't have any empathy for people who like to waste my time. I don't like slow people at all. I think hate is a very, very strong word, as I mentioned. But yes, guys, it's just very, very irritating and frustrating to have people who wants to talk to you for an hour or something. Okay, I'm not talking about clients. Sometimes though, you do have to go through everything with clients or through deals and sign contracts, and that takes time. But I think 15 minutes intro call, it's more than enough, because you just have to say who you are, what you do, why you're doing this, and what we can do together. And then it's my side to handle the objection, right? So it just don't have to be longer than 15 minutes. And that's something that I'm going to make publicly. I don't like slow people, and I just don't like when you don't respect my time. Same way, I always try my best to respect your time. We're not here to rob your time, because you got things to do. You do. So, moving after 2 p.m., normally 3 p.m. I go back to emails, list, and everything we're doing. If we're running any ads, I will just go through, all the accounts across the social media, have some feedback from the guys. And yes, around 4, I do some daily posts sometimes. And that's the only thing I don't do right on the same time. The post. Sometimes I do post 4 p.m. Sometimes I do post at 9 a.m. or between some breaks that I see. I like to vary when it comes to posting. A lot of people telling that the algorithm has changed XYZ, but as long as you post and you manage to get some output from it, it's fine. And then around 6, so 4 to 5, I'm between leads, posting, and doing what we have to do. Around 6 to 7, I will be back to exercising, hobby, or creativity, anything that brings me outside the working thing. But sometimes I do get stuck into projects and I'm not allowed to just run from it. And there are a couple of days, 3 days a week, that I do have to include recording, even knowing that most days I just try to record while I'm working. Sometimes just doesn't happen. Sometimes